Alright, we're going to do a little building science trick. This is showing what a proper poly tube per code does for your plug outlets. So we have this Tyvek in a plastic bag over plug outlet. I'm in the process of sealing this bad boy down airtight. I've been trying to squeeze all the air out, but it keeps on filling back up. Alright. So we do a little experiment. How much air leakage we actually get before we fill the bag of these plugs. So imagine that you have this much air leakage at every plug and every light fixture in your house over a period of like 20-30 times. Looks like I missed a little spot down there. Alright, so this is a plug. We're at 30 seconds so far, and this is when the wind's just kind of gently blowing. This isn't even a windy day, maybe 8 miles per hour wind. So, here we go, we got the bag inflating. So this is every single plug in your house, every single light. Come on, phone. See the bag just growing? So per code since 2006, every contractor has been required to caulk all lights and plugs to the sheetrock to prevent this from happening, and then also sealing on the exterior wall and sealing all of the plug entrances and wiring entrances to your J-boxes. Now currently there were only 2 cities in our area that actually required this, which was Pflugerville and Buda. And I believe Buda stopped doing this after I stopped working there, due to pushback from the builders. To fix this, you need to spend about 10 cents a receptacle on caulk, and maybe about 8 cents a receptacle on foam. Yeah, it's a big ask, I know. 15 cents a receptacle in a house that you're paying $230,000 for, possibly more in a lot of cases. So we're at 1:59 right now, not 2 minutes. And the bag went from completely deflated to probably about half inflated. And I'm just going to wait till see how long it takes till this thing's fully inflated. Now I don't have a nice setup for this. Normally I have the clear bags or whatnot, but I don't do energy testing anymore. So as you can see outside, it is completely just calm wind. Also, this helps to do it on a full-length exterior wall. These short walls actually have less air infiltration and convecting effect. But I picked a short wall because I wanted to give every advantage to current construction methods as possible. Another thing that mitigates this is proper installation of your exterior building wrap, like taping all the seams, taping all the negative seams, which nobody does, taping the flashing to the building wrap, which very few people do. And just imagine that, so we just went through this winter weather phenomenon for the last few days and days without power, and in a almost 4-minute period we've leaked this much air into the house. Times that by 20 to 50. Actually, if you count all of your receptacles, every room needs a receptacle every 12 linear feet. So you're multiplying this times at least 30 per house, and then counting your lights another 10-15. I mean, this isn't like a long period of time for this bag to fill up. We're at 4 minutes, bag's half full. This is calm wind conditions, so imagine when we were having the nor'wester, or nor'easter, I guess in this case. These were filling up dramatically faster. Also in cold weather conditions, the building materials contract, so that allows more air leakage. And this is why Texas homes aren't as prepared against the cold as northern homes. So, you know, joking that folks can't manage to keep warm, well, a large part of the reason why we can't keep warm is because we don't do the bare minimum energy sealing that's been required by codes for 15 years. This is significant. It's stuff like this that is significant that people will fight tooth and nail in the building industry to keep you from having in your home. So if you are in the Pflugerville area, this sealing is mandatory, so you're probably fared a little bit better. If you're in the Buda area and your homes were built between 2019, I guess 2017 and 2019, you also had this sealing done, required by the city. So yeah, 5 minutes, bag just puffing out. Look at that. So in 5 minutes, we've completely nearly filled a shopping bag full of air. And that's happening at every single plug in your house, every single light. Just food for thought. And this is something you can fix yourselves as a homeowner. I'd recommend when it gets warm, you turn off all the power to your house, pull off all these plug plates. I wouldn't suggest the lights because you guys might not necessarily have the skills to pull your lights down. If you do, good. If you don't, stick with the plugs. You pull the faceplate off, you grab a caulk gun, and you just basically caulk the receptacle box to the sheetrock. That'll help a good bit. If you really want to weatherize while your insulation's off, you could take the plug out of the faceplate, and where you see the corners of your J-box, fill those with expanding foam or with a lot of caulk. I would suggest expanding foam in those cases because you'll get more mileage out of that. But yeah, here we go. A little example video of how important proper construction methods are for keeping cold out of your house in emergency situations. Thanks for hanging in there, YouTubers.